Friday melee. It might be one of these ride around days where you got to go right to go left. And I shake my butt. Yep, we're gonna have to go right to go left. There ain't no way we're gonna be able to do that. Hello, Shimei. Hello, Ronnie. We'll take the long way. Don't let me slow you down. What you want to do, just keep backing out of your driveway. Don't ever look behind you, see if anybody's there. Life in the hood. Son of a... Hey, Callie, Mo. Hey, Thomas. How you doing? Oh, I hope your life is smoothed out a little bit, Thomas, after all the sadness and everything. I hope that's starting to dissipate. Hello, Amanda. Pardon my yawning. Ronnie, what's going on in great Sheboygan, Wisconsin? Yep, thumbs up are appreciated. We're going to do some shopping tonight. I don't need a lot of stuff, to be honest with you. All right, what are we going to be in the street? Is that how we park? Is that what's going on? What are we doing? All right, there we go. Okay, go ahead. Don't let me slow you down. There you go. There you go. Sometimes. Hello, is that Olivia? How you doing? You gotta be more attentive, Skunk, eh? It's only been talked about the last month, my man. Hope everything's going well for you in Texas and you've replaced all of your pumps. Please hit the thumbs up. Did you get rest? Yeah, shoot, I brought these earbuds out. I didn't want to do that. Not the best rest. All the numbness is starting to wear off, so there's a emerging pain issue. But we're dealing with it. You know, 4 scores, I can't remember the last time I had a milkshake. There's just not a lot of times. I'm not an ice cream kind of person. I do enjoy maybe 3 times a year, maybe a scoop of French vanilla, maybe a dip of butter pecan, but other than that, never been much of an ice cream person. I know that sounds weird, but you would be surprised when you get out to the western United States, due to the, I want to say not the limits on the number of dairies here and stuff. And, I just think in the East, dairies, ice cream, it's just more, I believe it's more engaged in the culture of the East than the culture of the West. So you don't find many people crowding ice cream stores and things like that out here, like you might on a summer evening in Baltimore or something. Baskin Robbins or Windy Valley ice cream out in Balmer County. So, hey Maggie. Yeah, it may sound strange, but it's you know, it's kind of weird when you think about it. Somebody take her spot. What are we doing? What's our goal? Can I get into the right? Let's make it happen. So that's my take on ice cream. And then the step down was when I lived in Asia. Boy, I mean, I don't know what we had. It was some kind of, I can't remember what the name of it. It's Philippine-made ice cream. My baby takes the morning train. She works from 9 to 5 and then takes another home again. What do y'all know about that? Let's roll out of here. Why don't you buy gas from the 7-Eleven? Here it's about $5 a gallon. When I'm looking at gas here at 5.099 for cash, and I know down the street I can get it for $4.95 at the Quick Mart. So that's why I don't get it here at 7-Eleven, because 76 is a little bit more on the expensive side. I like to buy the unbranded gasoline because things have to be made to a standard when it comes to making gasoline. Not everybody's empowered or allowed to make it, so I don't worry about yeah, well, that's a 7-Eleven that's associated with 76, Union 76. Now if I was to go over to the 76 station that has a Circle K in town, how you doing, Barry, then that would be a different story. It might be a little cheaper. But you have to understand that when you have, and this is the thing that people used to complain about in cities that I grew up in, large, urban, decaying, overpopulated, crumbling cities with a lot of violence and a lot of murders and all types of violent crimes and stuff, that they say the cost of doing business in those places is much higher because it's a riskier operation to have a store in those areas. So ironically, the worse neighborhood, generally the higher prices people pay for convenience. I would say that's a pretty good rule. Hey Kelly, so thumbs up are appreciated if you're coming in. Hope everybody's doing well. I know one time when I was in Las Vegas, and you know, when you go to this ghetto 7-Eleven over there over a period of years, you get to know the people there. They know you, and they start to open up to you about what it's like working in the 7-Eleven, and you know, what they do to try to help out people in the community. And I remember this one gal that was working there. You know, somebody couldn't come in, and the guy was complaining because like a hot dog should be $1.99, but it was $2.49, and he only had $1.99 or something. And the woman went out on a break that was working there, and I went out the door, and I was like, yeah, it's a shame that guy couldn't get his hot dog or whatever. Yeah, she's like, yeah, this guy takes suggested 7-Eleven retail prices and then marks it up like 25%. I said, well, geez, look at the neighborhood where, you know, you got people that, you know, you got women walking around that don't even have pants, right? And sometimes not even underwear, and guys walking around in rags and barefooted, and really, I mean, so I don't know. I just have no idea, you know. You and I have to answer to a higher authority, so. Right. So I'm not, hey Nino, so, you know, I'm never thrilled when that, you know, it's just, people have few options down there for, and as I told you guys before, there's, you know, there's fewer people that, you know, just not a lot of options down there, and a lot of people don't want to work there because it's very hard. I mean, you got people constantly stealing stuff, and all that. A lot of business here now that can no longer stay open late. It's too risky. Let me ask you this. Hey Bo, how you doing? Thank you. Let me ask you this: Would you be willing to work a night shift? I think they closed this one at 11 o'clock here. Would you be willing to work at the 24-hour? Hey Joni. I mean, for me personally, there's no way that I would do that, because it's not a question of if, it's a question of when you're going to get robbed. Yeah, the station down as we close is 10. Restaurants close earlier. You know, a lot of businesses close, have more limited hours. Some restaurants have just gone to breakfast and lunch menus, and it's problematic. And then you can't get the people that you need to work there. And I'm doing okay, Brian. Thank you. And then you come to a situation today where you have countries like South Korea that for every 2 people that die in the country, there's 0.8% of a person being born, right? So they're not even replacing 1 person for every 2 that die. We're now falling below that in the United States more rapidly because more people are identifying as different genders and pursuing different gender presentations and things that won't be getting married or having children in the traditional sense, plus combined with the horrendous amount of abortion that's been undertaken over the last 50 years, we're reaching a point where there's not going to be enough young people willing to take care of older people and willing to do the work. to take on the jobs. There'll be no economic incentive to do so, unless they're very well paid. So we've kind of designed our own house of horrors coming up here. So, you know, who knows? I'll be gone, but who knows how it'll play out. Sure. Checking to say we dodged a bullet. Oh, I'm glad you didn't get hit with that tornado. Well, it's not a question of no future. It's a question. It's a future that's radically different from the future you know now. In Stockton, a guy took a garbage can there, started unloading cigarettes from the shelves. That's a big hit. Cigarettes are a super high value. There's a lot of money concentrated in a small package. So, you know, what happens now? I know that 7-Eleven's probably self-insured against the whole all the 7-Elevens, but still, somebody's got to pay for that merch that goes out the door. The Tides are in lockdown. Everything's every major store here. Maybe not where J.K. NoCal is, up in the nice town of Windsor and Cindy Russo, but every other store. In my travels, everything is behind, locked up now. So, toothpaste, toothbrushes, deodorant, razor blades are expensive. Owner took after him with the big stick. Well, you know, the owner might be able to have his justice at the moment, but he's liable to be killed sometime too. So it's, you know, there's a lot of reasons that contribute to the violence of society today, and so many people scratch their heads and wonder why things are the way they are when the answers are quite obvious. We've built the society according to a subjective morality that we want, right? And we're starting to pay the price for that. You know, it's getting bad when they put anti-theft tags on ground meat. Can you imagine that? You know, I'd have a little less issue with somebody taking food, legitimately needing food, because they're genuinely hungry and can't afford it, which is hard to believe in a world where EBT cards and everything. I mean, I get offered to, you know, EBT benefits for 50 cents on the dollar and stuff like that. It's kind of hard to imagine, but I guess it happens. But if you're just going to go in and steal, I'm doing okay, Noreen, thank you. But if you're just going to go in and steal perfumes or cosmetics and stuff like that, then shame on you. Shame on you. A quick stop and a guy tried to mess with the wrong person. Anyways, a martial arts said, well, yeah, the world took a turn. Well, I wouldn't say it's taken a turn for the worse. What I would put in your head, the idea I would put into your head, flip-flops, is we're reaching a natural consequence of decisions that were made, you know, 50 years ago and stuff. Are finally reaching full fruition now. Decisions to inflate currencies, decisions to take debt mountains upon us, and debt after debt, and Americans have $1 trillion in credit card debt and stuff. It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. Hello, Jasmine, and everybody else. If I missed anybody, apologies. So, Gerald, how are you? People point to, you know, 1968 when we went off the gold and silver standard once and for all. That was it. From 73. The security is bad, but he can be better. The society's bad, but he can be better. I'm not sure who he is. I'm just saying, problems like we're experiencing now and will continue to, hey princess, and continue to accentuate and grow exponentially worse, are not the results of decisions that are made within the last year, within the last 5 years or whatever. They're a natural consequence of a whole series of expedient political solutions and expedient moral solutions. So to expect any other outcome, or to expect things to change for to magically get better is, now AI comes along. But the real inhibitor on AI could be the cost of transforming AI from something that offers solutions to something that can be practically implemented. In other words, the cost of creating machinery in a world where interest rates are moving higher. Everything has a cost. So that 7-Eleven we go to, I can imagine by 2025 that 7-Eleven is closed up. I mean, look around you today and imagine what might be gone. Which department store, which grocery store. Breakdown of families. Of course it is. That's part of it. But we have to deal with it. We have to live in it. So we have to make the best of it. We have to do whatever we can do to try to make life as good as we can. So that's our job. So we try to be friendly. We try to support each other. We try to affirm each of us is worthwhile and valuable. How you doing, Barry? Happy Friday, Ducky. Just gonna, I don't know, in 10 years it's gonna be obvious we have a dire shortage of people. I don't know what that's gonna mean for immigration and all that. What are my plans tonight? I'm gonna enjoy this coffee, shoot around a little bit, then go shopping, enjoy some spaghetti, hang out with you guys, a couple beers, continue to rest up. A little rougher today, Nino. All the numbness is starting to wear off, so the nerves that were cut and everything, it's, yeah, I'm feeling better, Alex. Sensation's starting to come back. Yeah, shopping tonight. I don't need a lot of stuff. I'm in pretty good shape for most things, so. So that's where I stand on that issue. So you'll have to go back and listen to the Hangouts article. Sounds good. Looking forward. Awesome, Ducky. I like that dog that's always cruising around here. The worst aspect of the last week was losing Trotsky. That was the worst thing. And he took out those trains. Yeah. No, I don't generally eat bread with spaghetti. Reason being is the starch content is already super high. No. Well, thank you, Nino. So I just not too often. I mean, if I'm out like at Chicago Joe's, did you see the video when they tried to steal time? Yeah, somebody was talking about that. Yeah. You have to expect that people that work in convenience stores, people that work in gas stations, they know what's coming, and you have to expect them to. You have to expect them to fight back. They're not going to just roll over. So therefore, we can almost guarantee an escalation of violence. We see that job creation growth is slowing. I mean, it's another month or so we'll be crossing into the losses instead of gaining jobs. because interest rates are just going to slow things down. Oh, that breeze is feeling good. What's the temperature? 81 degrees. It's going to be nice. It's going to be in the 50s again. But I think the most worrisome aspect is the desensitization of the police forces and stuff. Whereupon they're not going to be out there. They're going to keep upping the bar of what they're going to be willing to get involved with. That's the downside. So like in our neighborhood, if you call the cops or somebody broke in, they're going to tell you come on up to the police, go online and file a report, and then call your insurance company. We're not going to send an officer out. That's your deal. No, it's just the way it is. Think Trump or Biden? I don't know. This trial of Trump is going to be held in Washington, D.C. Hey, Amelia. That has its own set of implications, demographically speaking, for, being within the heart of the state of Maryland and probably one of the bluest of the blue with the blue places. You might have a little bit of an uphill angle you're going to be climbing. And what if Donald Trump engaged in that? What if he's committed to that? Will we say it's all a fraud? Or will we say that nobody's above the law? The problem's not about Trump, it's what we're going to do, what our response is going to be. He followed a guy with about 4,000 when he was approaching. He had to make an element around. The guy cursed him out. So, I don't like to really make predictions about how the legal system's going to flow. So, I'm not enamored of Biden for president for sure. I think his health is crumbling before our very eyes. Which means that you potentially have Kamala Harris, who I think in no way, shape, or form is intellectually up to the office of the presidency. Not that many other people have, but she seems particularly deficient in intelligence. I couldn't even imagine that. Her presidency, I don't know. I'm waiting for Ronnie to post a standard disclaimer. I'm doing okay, Amelia. Thank you, sweetie. I'm doing okay, honey. Bearing it through. All the numbness is starting to wear off, so I'm feeling everything now. It's all about imagery, the presidency, right? I'm not a fan of either of them. I'm not a fan of any of them. But Biden is my president. So I'm bound and determined to do my best to support him during his presidency. Say it's going to be very interesting times coming up real soon. What's the thoughts on thank you, Candy. Oh, well, thank you, sweetie. I love you too. I was thinking about you the other day. Yeah, it's not as bad as the rib pain. Yeah, Kamala's from San Francisco. The rib pain was the worst I ever had. The rib pain was unrelenting. You couldn't move or take a breath without triggering this massive, it's like being stabbed like 150, 200 times a day. So, thank you, Candy. It's good to see you. Been missing you. Thank you, Candy. Oh, thank you, sweetie. You're so kind. I think of you every time I see my dish towel and hanging up on the Fisher Paykel stove. And Shimei sent some nice stuff. Yeah, the opinions of the YouTube creator are not intended as financial or political advice, right? That's exactly correct. I love it when Ronnie posts that up. We need to make sure that people understand that we express opinions here respectfully, and we expect other people to do. We don't expect everybody to agree with us, but we do expect people to do so respectfully. Have you thought about throwing and growing your own? Yeah, I don't know, Amelia. I'm not that patient, and some of the time, a lot of time I'm in mail mode, and I don't have the interest. Can you get better crab in Baltimore than Maine? Come on, Nick S. Whoever thought of a crab in Maine? Man, we're talking blue crab here, bro. And just for the record, hey GTV, thank you. Just for the record, I don't like lobster. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, Maine is for lobster. I've never heard Maine associated with that. Hey Jerry, thank you, sweetie. I'm pretty going to bow out running as president later. I'm not sure. I dare not make any predictions about stuff. I just feel disheartened that we can't seem to let go of the old guard here. You got Feinstein. She's got some kind of blubbery right eye, or it's like, why? I don't get it. It just shows the absolute lust for power that there is. I just got through eating dinner an hour ago. Speaking of food, well, cool. Why people can't let go of the, because they get their affirmation through power. My town, they have all the crowds. Oh, I don't know. Go to Maryland sometime. I don't know how the crabs have been running this year in Chesapeake Bay and stuff. Well, you know what I mean, Amelia. There's some blubbery, you see these pictures and this eye's down here and this one's up. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say I feel sorry, but, has she no mercy on, has she no confidence in the governor of California to be able to at least put somebody in her place that's equally, hey, Monkey Boy, thank you. Good to see you. Somebody's equally as, mirrors the same politics and everything as Feinstein. I just don't understand it. We truly are in a very selfish age. And if you pardon the language, our cumulative spending has so fucked this nation for the future. Well, I don't mind her hair. I've never put my, I don't comment on people's physical appearance. Yeah, I mentioned a blubbery eye because it's in a photograph. I don't know what it is, but what a politician's appearance looks like means nothing to me. I could care less. Oh, there's the parking guy wants me. This guy just rolls by. He doesn't even look at this stuff. So please hit the thumbs up button if you're coming in. She can't let go there. Let down. I don't know. I guess she has a hairstylist or something. I don't know. Do you really think Biden has the cognitive ability? No, I don't think he does. Cassandra, hey girl, how you doing? Yeah, I am always your sweetheart, honey. I got to get into your kitchen with you sometime. We got to go Albuquerque and around on a Saturday night. We got to do a little low riding. What a broad, man. What a broad, Cassandra's life. They don't make chicks like that anymore. What does Rye have to do with anything? It just shows you the incapacitated state that she exists in right now, Joni. Just like the incapacitated state of Mitch McConnell and all that. I got more love for you, sweets. You know that. They don't make them like you. They don't build them like you anymore, honey. So, Joni, that's the short answer to that. You know, I'm just, nothing surprises me anymore. Nothing surprises me anymore. You know, when I saw Mitch McConnell just standing there, man, if everybody in America didn't get a shiver down their spine looking at that. Like, hello. Taylor Swift concert today. Hi, y'all. I heard she extended her tour. I don't know. People ask me about the SAG strike, the after. What am I supposed to say? The writer's strike. I mean, we have models. I can almost guarantee you guys, February when the Sports Illustrated comes out in the swimsuit edition, guess what's going to be on the cover? Hey, Callie, nothing new, honey. Guess what's going to be on the cover? Let's see who can think about what might be on the cover of SI swimsuit edition. The Swifties set off a small earthquake in did you see what happened in New York today? Holy crap, they rioted and yeah, thank you, Cassandra. I like you when you're hanging with your grandson there and cooking and talking in the kitchen. Well, I don't know if it's going to be a queen, but I'll tell you what it's going to be. It's going to be an AI-generated woman. That's my guess, for the sensational aspects of it. There was something that came across my YouTube shorts today about some AI-generated gal in a bikini, and she looked flawless. We have to understand this is going to further warp our perceptions of. It's going to move the paradigm of beauty. It's even more. It's absolutely demonic in its implications. So as far as SAG-AFTRA is concerned, don't think that they're sitting on their hands in the studios with their thumbs up their bum. Right? They're talking to AI software people, and they're cranking stuff out. Yeah, the first movie might be a little rough, but imagine a movie that's all just computer generated. I'm not talking about a cartoon or some kind of Disney Pixar animation. These are very interesting times. These are great turning points in history. But something like computer-generated imagery of women and things, and further elevating the beauty standard, really does nothing to raise the value of women. Right. Well, thank you, babe. I love you too, Cassandra. I'm so happy to see you tonight, sweetie. I'm always in there. The woman is elderly. I hadn't seen her. Oh, really? Well, look, Joni, at what point, my question, Joni, is at what point do you turn over the reins and say, you know what? I have become too much of the topic. Everybody's focusing on me and my health, and they're not focusing on the issues that I'm supposed to be representing in California. And, I'm not, okay, that's problematic. Does it benefit the citizens of California? Probably not. That's the only point I'm making. I got a blubbery eye and a gap tooth. I mean, I'm 30. How will the world look when I'm ready to retire in 30 years? MR, I don't think retirement will be even a concept anymore. And we thought Reagan was old back then. I don't know. I can't remember how old Ronald Reagan was when he took the oath of office in 1981. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate it. 69, that's not too old. You got to see, Joni, that the problem is we're shifting the average age higher because we can't let go of, these people just won't let go. So, I mean, how effective do you think that your senator is? But the people in Kentucky would piss their pants if the thought of Mitch McConnell stepping down from the Senate Minority Leader. Yeah, the concept of retirement is strictly something that's only been around for about the last 60 years, 70 years. There was no such concept before. People worked until they were physically unable to. Oh, it's Cassandra. Don't drink that Kool-Aid, honey. I always get surprised. I don't, people do fine in here. I mean, the big issue is going to be, can we fund the pension plans that we've already set up? Most of them are going to end up in court cases because some of them they have to be paid by contract and stuff. So what does that mean for the taxpayers when these pension plans go tits up? Once again, we'll be socializing losses while the profits are never socialized, only the losses. It's only guaranteed money insofar as the guarantor of the annuity is financially healthy. Annuities are issued by insurance companies. Hey, Louise, how you doing? The trades will always have a place, but not at the volume that they've enjoyed. Will Social Security ever go away? Do you think? Yes. Probably not in my lifetime, but yes, it'll be gone. It's too actuarially unsound. There's not enough young people to support the system. That's what our population bomb guys dropped on us. Remember the cover of that book with people falling off the bottom of the earth? What a load of horseshit. And as Ronnie puts on the disclaimer, these are just my opinions, okay? Do not make book on them. I need to do my taxes. I do too, to populate the world, but the issue isn't me, it's these women, Rosie. I think that you have a legitimate point. I think men have increasingly lost their role in society. They're being increasingly feminized, marginalized. As women earn their own support and things, they feel that there's the need for, all they need is the sperm and not the male figure. And can we do a civic holiday celebration? Yes, Kelly. Let's. What we'll do is we'll get our magic markers out and we'll make a little Canadian flag, and then we'll write under it "Happy Civic Day," and then we'll present it to Cheryl S. And then we'll light it on fire. You know, the guys don't know what to be anymore. What do you think of that, Kelly? We're all going to celebrate Civic. Is today Civic Day or is it next week? I don't want to miss it. God, please don't let me miss it. Please don't let me miss Civic Day. So therefore, who was that commented that? Who was that? That was MR. So MR, the population situation is going to grow far worse. Because I'm going to be brutally frank, right? And it cuts the other way too. That a guy can click on the internet and relieve himself by looking at whatever his particular predilection of pornography is on the internet, satisfy himself and don't feel the need to right. In the old days you had to sneak into a peep show or get some magazines. It was kind of a pain in the ass factor. Well, that's been removed now. So he figures I can have the upside of orgasmic release, and I don't have to worry about the downside of somebody telling me what to do. Or so it kind of cuts two ways. I would say porn's been the biggest underminer of society in the last 50 years. You have a lot of Canadian. I have a lot of Canadian viewers. Oh, it's Monday, so we're gonna. Yeah, well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Kelly. I'm gonna be honest with you. Monday, I'm taking the car's AC. I'm taking the van in for the AC to be fixed. So the big question is, will I be in a celebrating mood or? Yeah, the not to the extent of man, but the consumption of pornography by women is increasing too. Yes. So this is when people say that social media has been a good thing, and well, your mileage may vary. Yeah. Oh man, don't say that, will you? I hope you're not talking about too large. Yeah, I'm expecting about 3 bills. I don't know, if she comes out and tells me it's going to be a compressor, guess what? We're going to be rolling hot, man, for the rest of this life of this van. Something of the year in the future, I believe this for a comment in the chat. Good news is the compressor seems to work fine. The bad news is that the refrigerant is escaping, so it's not through the compressor. I might have a line leak or something at the evaporator, who knows. But if they tell me some monster bill, we're just going to be rolling hot. That's the way it goes. can't think I'm going to crack the wallet for some 4-figure repair. Really? How are you going to make the flag? Oh, I ain't making a flag, Kelly. I got that markers. Honey. Our Jeep has a problem with the AC. Yeah, Cupcake has really good AC. Yeah, so I'll be changing my operation over there. Yeah, well, thank you, Judy. I appreciate that, honey. I've rolled hot in here before. Yeah, it's just dealing with it. That's the way it goes. No country for old crybabies. You don't have to pay after 6 o'clock. You're good. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Hey, Linda, how are you? Yeah, watch me whack my head off with the ceiling. Talk about a wig snatcher. Hey man, I've rolled hot. I rolled hot from Vegas last time in 114 degrees. So it's not like I can't do it. Is it fun to do it? No. Does it make you appreciate the air conditioning when you get settled into your beautiful timeshare condominium? Yeah, it does. Right? With your super luxurious bed and all the accoutrements. So it's, baby, it's a wild world. That's what I called yesterday's live stream. Oh, baby, it's a wild world. So if you're a student of history, this will be one of the most interesting periods that you ever go through here. If you're a fan of social stability, you may not enjoy it too much. Marvin, fridges are really, do you think portable units are better? I think let me tell you what, Joni. You find people that just jack up a regular $150 window AC and they retrofit it into their van, right? Tie it into either the generator or the landlines and all that. Much better than paying $800 to $1,000 for a Dometic AC unit. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. How much AC do TV, I don't know, Las Vegas hotels use? I don't know. Hey, Scottish. Mini splits are what, man? Yeah, that's what it just makes a lot of sense. Same thing with refrigerators. If I can take a dorm fridge and just blow it in there and just run that, I'm not going to three-way Dometic with gas. I'll tell you what, Joni, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I just get an Igloo cooler, right? And I just get, every 3 days I get a bag of ice for, $2.99 or whatever. I think they're leaking one of your lines. Yeah, I do too, Alan. We'll know on Monday. And I'm dreading that phone call. Trying to figure out a way that I can kind of drop on my knees and beg for mercy when I take the van in. Please don't bend me over too much. So excited. I'm getting my therapeutic mattress on Sunday. I think it will help my arm. Oh yeah, it should help you. I'm gonna tell you this too, Judy. The big lie for me was, well, it wasn't a lie. It's just I got, everybody's like, oh, you got to have a firm mattress or you're gonna have back pain. So I got like the Iron Maiden of, it's just like sheet steel with a sheet on top of it, right? You talk about pressure points and stuff like that. Yeah, senior on fixed income. I wish I had. You know what? You know what, Amanda? I wish I had some. I wish I had some fixed income. Right. Hey, Derby. So I notice when I go to places like when I go to this timeshare condominium, I know that that mattress is going to be soft and heavenly and fluffy, and it's going to be so comfortable. And you know, I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and get a soft, you know, hotel mattress or something like that. The reason why I think it's a leak in one of your lines, you got it running, and then yeah, it drained out, right? So what they're gonna do is they're gonna charge me for a fill. They're gonna put the dye in, and they're gonna sit around and see where it's spewing out. A firm mattress with a. I have a soft upper now, GTB. It ain't working. All right. I need to be sleeping on a cloud. CLOWD. That's what I need. Nothing less will do. Thunder Valley, the Thunder Valley beds are rock hard out. Yeah, just I'm surprised that you know, the casino hotels, they're really the ones that seem to spring for the nicest mattresses and stuff. How you doing, Hat on backward? Good to see you. I thought a 12-volt chest bridge in the works. Yeah, same deal, Joni. I mean, that's great. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not going to go with the three-way, right, 12 volt, 110 or propane. You're just, it's all problematic. Oh, I'm glad you guys were able to establish communications, Alan and Jamie. That's great. That is really good news. Is Bernie Sanders going to run? Is he going to throw his hat in? I have a pillow top from Serta. I'm waiting for Bernie to throw his hat in the ring again. I have a motion bed. I don't like it. The thing that makes you know, RV AC expensive is it's got to sit on the roof, so therefore everything has to be configured in a horizontal layout. Happy Friday, Duncan. Therefore, those manufacturers just don't achieve the economy of scale that, say, Home Depot or Lowe's places do. Best Buy and places like that, and blowing out tens of thousands of units and stuff. Hey, empty glass, ready for the weekend? Yep. I'm ready to get down on some spaghetti tonight. I hope I don't wimp out and get lazy. Have you ever had a dog? I did. Did you see my videos early on in the Rancho? I had Wolfie. He was a cross between a Alaskan Malamute and a German Shepherd. You can see him in all my early videos. Forget Burn, I think. Tucker Carlson. I don't know. I'm not sure. Tucker might be past his sell-by date. I don't know. Oh, no problem. Hat on backwards. You got to imagine. I've been, come January 4th, it'll be 11 years I've been on YouTube. So there's a lot of history there. Yeah, mattresses are super expensive because Serta and Sealy, and they've had a hammerlock on virtual monopolies on mattresses. When you think of the components of them. I hear a crybaby. I miss holding a baby at crybaby. The only thing it could cost $2,000 is your compressor completely. Nah, my compressor's working good, but if they have to get the evaporator out and all that kind of crapola, it's going to be tearing apart they're going to be in a bad mood, right? So, take out the whole dashboard and blah, blah, blah. Hey, Trog, how you doing? I can imagine a lot of Craftmatic. That'll be good. I can take that to the nursing home or whatever, the group home. I got my own Craftmatic. Are you jelly, Cheryl S? Hey, Slugbug, nice to see you. I have a therapeutic adjustable mattress and really like it nice. I don't know what the hell I don't know what it is, thrift store thing that they deloused or whatever, and then they resell it. Who knows what it is? Probably came out of some flop house or something. I spent the day shooting pool and just got back an hour ago in Colombo. I'm tired. What's the, I've driven from Indianapolis to Columbus before. What's the drive time there? It's not too long. Was that like 150? No, it's probably like 200 miles or something. What are we talking about there? Oh, burning's good for people. I always like to drive from St. Louis to Kansas City, 252 miles. I'm on to Kansas City. Do 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 ba 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 do boo boo. Let's park at an angle. Let's see if we can take up multiple spots. There you go. Best beef I ever had. I guess this Chinese lady's just gonna park sideways across 3 spots. It's all good. There we go. Why not? Just go ahead, right? Don't let me slow you down. I sense the temperature. Yeah, 77 degrees, glorious. I've gotten KC Restaurant Barbecue. I went to Arthur Bryant's before Arthur Bryant turned into a chain. Once you start the chain out and stuff, you're not the one standing by the stove or over the barbecue. So when I go to Kansas City, I have to find a whole new paradigm of barbecue places there. Welcome back, Nino. Go visit a nice jazz club. How you doing, June? Great blues. Happy Friday, Nathan. Howard, just quick hello. I'm off. Off to Niagara Falls. Isn't that wonderful? Man, what a great time to be looking at Niagara Falls. Ooh, so nice. I love that when you come in on the Canadian side and you walk down the steps out to the viewing platform, and there right in front of you is the beautiful Horseshoe Falls. Wow, what a trip that is. It's just one of those things that every person in North America should see that. Without fail, get yourself on the either the Maid of the Mist or the horn blower on the Canadian side and get out there. You were raised in Kansas City? That's great. Prospect Avenue? I hope not. Yes, there's nothing to describe the spectacularity of Niagara Falls. If you look at my video, it's the best video ever made, called Beneath the Roaring Falls. It's about 3 minutes long, cinematic, made with a cell phone, and it just captures all the majesty of that boat ride. And what makes it interesting is I focused on the people with the falls as a background, and it makes it much more fascinating than just looking at the falls themselves. I love to capture people's reaction looking at the falls and things like that. Maybe one of my moderators could post that video, Beneath the Roaring Falls. Yeah, the gambling too. I don't know what, you're not going to the American side, right, Nathan? Because, hey, Magical, how you doing, sweetie? Because the American side, that town of Niagara Falls looked really rough, man. Really rough. It was pretty cool. Yeah, later go. Yeah, we got buffalo wings at Duff's. You can see the review of Duff's original wings in Orchard Park, New York, where the Buffalo Bills play. That's when I met Bella Rose, who lives in Buffalo, and she had me to her house. She took us around to Lockport. We went to Jim's Hot Dogs, and we just had a great time. You just don't know how wonderful New York State is. Thank you, Shimei. Beneath the Falls, there it is. Bookmark that and watch that later, guys. You will enjoy. You'll be hard pressed to imagine that that was just made with a smartphone. Yes, Ken, what's going on? They got that link Scottish. It's okay, honey. We got it covered. I have to put that in one of the top 5 things I've done in my lifetime is going to Niagara Falls. I wasn't enamored paying the price to park, but it was a well-run operation. Everything on the Canadian side is meticulously clean and well ordered. Then you leave and you go through Niagara Falls, New York, and it's like, did I just end up in Baltimore? Hey Robbie, how you doing? So Nathan, you be careful. I don't want to see you in Niagara Falls there. really scruffy. I think they call it the Peace Bridge or the Rainbow Bridge or something. You can come through that immigration point. I don't know. I think we just got waved through. We were going from Canada over to Buffalo, and I think they just waved us. They just, hey, how you doing? Go ahead, right? You know, go ahead. Boop, 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 boo. Ooh, 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 ooh. There were places I remember all the times in my do-do-do. What a great memory. Toronto was such a great city to visit. Yeah, Rainbow Bridge, that's so gay and goofy. Well, I'm going to let you in on a little something, Trog. When the sun's at a certain angle, you have perpetual rainbow over Niagara Falls. So I kind of think that the rainbow name preceded any appellation of being a LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ bridge. I captured the rainbow in my video, so it's just it's spectacular. Even the American Falls is spectacular from the water. And I hope in the fall we're back into travel mode. We'll be doing less hangouts and more recorded content and stuff. I should be fully recovered and be incentivized to do some new content. You want my parking spot? It's been the Rainbow Bridge since Rainbow Bridge was really, that's right. Yeah, lit up at night. I didn't have the chance, Nino, to see it at night, but I can imagine with all those lights on it and stuff, it's got to be something. Yep, thumbs up appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, we've been up to 150. We'll climb as we get closer to shopping and stuff. Slugbug, you're an avid reader and stuff, and you're an editor and everything like that. So you know when you're doing a book or something like that, you're gonna reach that ultimate crescendo chapter or whatever, and it's like I hit chapter 13 in this book that I'm writing, and it's just like, wow, I had to really, this thing kind of took on a life of its own, and ramping up to some huge peak here, so it's kind of interesting. So it slowed me way down. I've been like 5 or 6 days on one chapter. In a few months, Halloween will be here. Yes, it's gonna be a great Halloween this year because I'm incentivized to do a lot of decorating and stuff, to do a lot of stuff with the graveyard, although I don't want people spooking me and stuff like that, okay? But it's going to be a great Halloween. I might pick up a couple tchotchkes from the spirit store. I think the spirit stores are open now. I'm like 15th at a certain point. You either love it or throw it in. Well, I ain't going to throw this in the trash. I've got too much supporting documentation and just too much research and stuff, so it's going well, but it's incredibly powerful, and it's just trying to put this thing together the right way. Hey, how you doing, Craig? Since I don't want ozone, they have like $40 where you can charge us and dine, or you can oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know, Craig. I already filled my system and then it went tits up, so they're going to have to fill it with a dye. And we'll see where the joy juice is. Yeah, we're probably looking at November, Slugbug, because you know, this is just the first real write through. Although I've been more writing instead of you know, instead of bulletiting, I've gone over to writing. I'll be in charge of eating all the Halloween candy. I like to put up lights and stuff, so I like to sit out back and see all the Halloween decorations and stuff. And I like to ride around, and I like to look at what people do with their decorations and stuff. I always thought it'd be interesting to be a researcher. Yeah, it's you know, it's a writing that demands a lot of you know, it's going to probably have 200 or so footnotes and stuff in it, so there's a lot of research that went into it. Some of my favorite were last year during winter, during the spawn. Yeah. Well, just before when the rainy season's getting ready to come, we're gonna Cindy Russo sent a wonderful new kitchen stadium. We're gonna raise that up, and now I know how to engineer that thing so it floats and doesn't go anywhere. So we should be able to maintain this thing pretty good. So, right, by that time, this one will have lasted 2 years. We'll kind of gut it. We'll strip out and save the parts that we can change of Halloween. And we always had the spook at the house and scared. Yeah, Halloween should be fun. I just like everything leading up from October 1st to December 31st is my favorite time of year. Hey, Larson. I'm a holiday whore. We get to December, we have the reading of Christmas Carol. It was a cold and frosty night in London. Right. It's a podcast. But I always believe that Halloween should be like in the second or third week in November instead of October. But then it wouldn't sync up with All Souls Day and all that. So, Rosie, a lot of obvious are putting in split A to line them off solar. Yeah, I think that too. Christmas tree you decorated. Yeah, that thing lasted through to Easter. Wasn't that amazing? I don't know if did we put up a tree last year? I don't remember. I don't know if we did or not. I can't remember. Yeah, Mike does it up for Halloween. That's nice. I mean, it's a good fun. Take care, Nathan. Enjoy. That excites me so much that you're going to Niagara. I dictated you with all the 4th of July memories. You should call it Independence Day, and it's on the first Saturday of July. No more of this 5-day long 4th of July. Well, you'll have to go back and rewrite the history books that they signed a Declaration of Independence and whatever that is. We have to do a little bit of a rewrite. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary. Right? Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, I think we always did. You went and burned it up. Yeah, we got the. I think we always went, right? We always got a tree. They didn't have crazy neighbors and there. Yeah, well, you got to understand, Larson, that people are very compressed these days, and they need to, they feel constrained in so many ways that they just got to blow off the. Once in a while, it's fun to defy authority, right? They predicted rain here for today. It never happened. Well, it's not a perfect world, right? I could predict with 100% accuracy, June, that it would be sunny today. But that's just because high pressure over the Humboldt Basin of Nevada just acts like a big bumper that just keeps all the cloud and low pressure to the north or the south of us. So Las Vegas gets the monsoon, and we get bupkis. Let's just say, what is it? Remember, make them writer exactly when you work on your experience with this. You gotta screw up the diagnostic. You know, all I'm able to tell them, Craig, is that the air conditioning started to blow hot. I went and bought the refrigerant. I found the low pressure port. I put the joy juice in, and for that day, the air conditioning worked just fine. I came out the next day, it didn't work. Then it worked for, then it came on mysteriously, and then it just, so I lost the joy juice in it. That's all I can tell her. So she's like, well, we're gonna have to shoot the dye in and just see what happens. So gird your loins. Any Rosie apocalypse. It's one of the San Francisco tours. Yeah, I'm kind of interested right now. Gas can. I'm kind of intrigued with the thought of committing a Saturday to go down to Oakland, and then a Saturday to go down to San Francisco to really see, to drive Eden Street, see what the Tenderloin's looking like, see what's going down, and see what's going on down at Glide Memorial Church down there, and check around Chinatown, just Union Square, see what's really going on. See if we're being overhyped. And then go over to Oakland. Yeah, I think so, Amanda, because I'm just intrigued. Could be just a gasket for the air conditioner. I don't know, Ronnie, but I know that the tendency is to want to make money, so I don't think it's ever going to be as simple as a gasket. One can hope it would be, but that's not my expectation. I so wish that would be the case. But I've had to gird my loins and expect the worst. So, but if they tell me it's going to be a compressor and it's a $1,300 fix or something, we're just going to be rolling hot. That's it. That's all we're going to do. We're going to roll hot. Locally, we'll just fire up Cupcake and I'm perfectly physiologically conditioned to roll hot. Yeah, it's a little miserable, but yeah, they leak, June. They're just because, you know why? Because air conditioning systems are always vibrating. So there's always this tendency towards bolts to loosen. And why go into the apocalyptic centers of the ARES? I have no idea what that means. I can't, Craig, what am I going to do? Argue with somebody about the AC? She's gonna call me, tell me what the price is, yes or no, and then based on that, we'll make the decision. But I can guarantee you, we ain't gonna be going above 3 figures for sure. Probably middle 3 figures. Otherwise, it's not worth it to me. I'd rather roll hot, whine like a baby. It makes much more interesting content anyway. I can complain to everybody about how miserable it is. Rolling through Baker, California. I wish this damn thing would stay on. Now we can hardly go shopping without losing power. You travel a lot. Is there any place you visited that's way overrated in your opinion, not worth the stop? What a great question. Let me just think. There's very few places that have ever disappointed me because, well, I hadn't been there before. Like Detroit and Chicago were wonderful. They were hotter than a mofo. Sleeping in a van with no AC and stuff and 100 degrees, 90% humidity, but it was cool. I'm trying to think. Something overhyped. I'm going to think about that. Yeah, I know I worked last week in hot weather. Well, hot weather's not going to kill you. It's not comfortable, but you know, if we have to deal with it, we have to. Yeah, the phone's charging now, Ronnie. I just saw that the 4 lights are up on the charger. I don't understand. I plug it in and it goes, and then it just stops charging. I think what it might have been. I mean, some places I've gone to me are just excruciating, like Walt Disney, like Disneyland or something like that. But you do it for the kids, but it's such an excruciating day. But then again, I've always left feeling I got my money's worth, so go figure. But as far as a place that disappointed me, that's good, Duncan. Lord, this truck says not overhyped. That one thing that was jokes. I love the truck museum. Is that on I-80 in Iowa? Today's the epitome of propaganda. That's what they tell me. I don't know. I don't consume any Disney products, so it's been 20 years since 25 years since I've been in them. Yeah, I don't know. Amusement park. I don't know. I guess the answer is Larson. I've always picked the places I wanted to stop, so I've probably never been disappointed. There's no way. Larson, did you ever see my video Beneath the Roaring Falls? What I consider my greatest cinematic work. Look at that video and then tell me about tell me it's worth the 3 minutes. Then tell me what you think of Niagara Falls and whether that stimulates your appetite to want to go. Yes, Shemaze has the link for it. She's been posting it. Take 3 minutes and just watch that video that she posts up and then come back and tell me what you think. Yeah, thank you, Trog. I appreciate it. I don't know about a cinematic masterpiece, but I enjoyed the content. Was great. It lent itself to a great. I focused on the people looking at enjoying the experience. Graceland. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't really care about Elvis yet. Larson, take a few minutes. Click on that link that Shemay has there. Take the 3 minutes and watch that video, and then tell me what you think of. Tell me what you think of the Niagara Falls experience. And I'm known for being a little thrifty. So I opened up the wallet. Yeah, go watch it, spend the 3 minutes, and then let me know what you think. I didn't like New York City. It depends what area of New York City I'm in. I don't know about that slug bug, but it's fun to do. What area of New York City. You know, I'm conflicted because I spent a lot of time in New York City, but then Bunny Bun Bun, trans gal that lives up in Brooklyn, she's like, Rosie, you wouldn't even recognize the place anymore. So it's a little off-putting. Like just today, I put a community post up of 1,000 kids rioting, cops injured, and all because of some freaking games. Yeah, you get lost in it. Yeah, it's an immersive experience. I mean, you're just driven into insignificance when you're at Niagara Falls. And you think of the balls that people had to go over the side, and the first person that did it and lived was a woman. I mean, you look at that thing and then say, okay, time to crawl into the barrel. Hey, Kate. Sarah, how are you, baby? Going through divorce, daughter? Yeah, I know. You got a lot going on, honey. There's the queen of Eureka Springs, Arkansas. How you doing, babe? Good to see you, Sarah Kate. Craig, it's just because you put an air conditioner you mount it on an engine block that's just always moving. You know, it's scientific entropy, the tendency of systems to want to fall apart, right? So things are always wanting to loosen. And that's the basic problem with why air conditioners go bad. Miguel, I had implants removed. A similar event happened in Chicago, and the mayor just went soft on employers and accountability. You know, because look, why do you think? Let's take a second and think. Why do we have that accountability issue? Why do we have the problem with that? The problem is that you serve a constituency that doesn't want to, in a very vocal way, support the police, right? Because in a lot of their minds, they dislike the authority that police project on the street. So they have to walk this tightrope. They know the city's disintegrating beneath their feet, but yet they have to assuage and please the voters and tell them what they want to hear, right? So you have a really bad brew for inability to be truthful. That, I think, is the issue. I might be wrong, I don't know, but that's the way I see it. Right? We don't have the ability to just call it out for what it is anymore, that somebody's a thug, right? We have to just give some kind of blubbery excuse of society, or repress people, or disparage minorities, and you know, it's always going to be something. And the new target is Christian nationalists, and there's always somebody else that's in the gun sights, right? It's the American way. So I don't know what the prospects are, the most important part. Well, they are the most important part of our society, and people, you know, especially young people, they have this convoluted idea. I was listening to this girl talking about pride, and this couple trans girls on this channel. And I'm a very open-minded person. I support everybody's right to think as they want, and they were talking about going to a pride parade and how they hated to see the police there, and I just thought to myself, you know, look at what happened to Seattle and Portland, right? Look at what happened to Portland and stuff, and they cranked down the police departments and stuff. And oh, thank you, June. I appreciate you taking time to see that, honey. Thank you. So we don't want something until we desperately need it. And my whole theme for the future is there's going to be a day when they're not going to show up. Okay, what you have now is what I call tremendous compression in society. people are being forced to believe and act against the natural order of, well, generational stuff. There you go. Hey, D. So we have this very dangerous compression building in society where when the blue line of police recede, there's going to be this tremendous blowback of, I'm afraid, violence against people that are seen as ones that screwed up the whole system. And I hope I'm not there to see that day. But I can easily envision a day when the cops just say, you know what, not worth it. Not worth it. I don't need to be unappreciated. I don't need to have crap thrown at me. And just forget it. That's going to be a real turning point day. Just like I told you the other day when we transitioned with that level of debt we're carrying and stuff, and I said this is the big turning point for recognition of debt as a problem. I'm writing an essay concerning the young folks that you just described are really lost in need of attention and engagement. Everybody's mileage varies. Some people are very happy with the way society's going, so I have to be very careful not to generalize my thoughts and sort of project that on the way that other people feel. And you know, people like Amanda Hug and Kiss have taught me that, because it's like I see one thing in here, and she said, well, the things are going very good in Atlanta, and you know, it's nice, it's peaceful, and restaurants are, people are happy, they're living life. So I have to be very careful. In other words, I'm always checking myself to make sure I'm not spouting some BS that might not be applicable to all of Western society or whatever. So I think that's an important thing. I think we need to be able to check ourselves. I hope you're doing well, D. Good to see you around. I think we have hundreds of less cops currently. Our city's falling apart. Yeah. You know, the George Floyd was a terrible incident when he was killed. But I think the ultimate fallout of that is going to be much worse for it. It's heartbreaking. Yeah, I think Portland's, I continue to follow Portland. Well, thank you, Trog. I continue to keep an eye on Portland because I was so enamored with the physical beauty of Portland, and I had to reconcile that in my mind when I was there with just all the windows that were boarded up, and you would take an Uber or a Lyft, and the driver was like, he was like a deer in the headlights. You try to talk to the guy and say, I don't want to talk about it, you know, and how's everything going? Oh, yeah, it's great, you know, and you know, people were traumatized. The whole town was just like PTSD. And my big experience came in Portland when I went to the place called Voodoo Donuts, which is a very famous donut shop. They have all the wild, they were probably the first place that made the really wild donuts and stuff, and very creative, very artistic. And I'm getting ready to go inside, and these people come running up to me with these flyers, and this you know, don't buy anything at Voodoo Donut, they're engaging in child trafficking. I'm like, WTF, right? You know, the owners did this, or the owners, you know, they've been under a lot of fire. I think they ultimately sold the business or something. But I was like, holy smokes, I'm just going in to do some video of Voodoo Donuts. And every light pole that I looked at on the city of Portland was like, do not support G&F grocery store or whatever. They're capitalist pigs and anti-LGBTQRSTU VW. You know, I'm thinking like, wow. I mean, it was you know, I thought Berkeley was something. This place is a whole. This place is a whole quantum leap. Now I don't know what it's like now. That was 2 years ago when the boss and Janet and I took our trip. I don't know what it's like now. But I could imagine how great like the food scene was, and yeah, I mean, I'm like, Dee, what am I going to tell people? I'm just coming in to do a video. Well, you're supporting child trafficking, and these guys did this or these guys did that. And I didn't, you know, what am I supposed to say? Right? I don't want to get involved in your local politics, right? I just saw on Food Network or whatever, you know, Voodoo Donuts, and Faye from Viewer's Choice did a video about her and her mother and aunt going to visit. I thought, oh, this looks like a good place to go to. So I don't know. Then we went to the food truck places, and the boss and Janet didn't want to eat at the food trucks because it just looked like, you know, they had been there 2 years before, and all of a sudden to them everything was very filthy and it was just ragged looking. I don't know. To me, it looked like just another day in the park, so I didn't know. I don't know. Yeah, it puts you in a crazy situation, Dee. Yeah, I like Faye. I always enjoyed her content. She contacted me afterwards, and I wish I knew that you were coming to Portland. We could have met up at, you know, I don't know. It's just like, hey, I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, but I'm not going to get into politics. I did cinematic Portland too. I mean, every place I went to, there was controversy. Everything was controversial. And I left the city, and I thought to myself, this is interesting to come back to, just for the sake that everybody's pissed at everybody in this town. But as far as visual beauty, I loved it. I loved it. I found it very fascinating city. The whole Northwest was a real eye-opener to me. One of the greatest visual experiences, and I don't know if Judy's still here, Seattle Judy, when I was coming up and we landed in Astoria, which is on the Columbia River there. And I looked at that town, and it was like, wow. And then we went up on this bridge that goes across the Columbia River, and it's about 2 miles across or whatever. And the thing drops down. It's really scary. And then all of a sudden you're in Washington. Only 10% of the population are goofy. You only need 5% to be disruptive. I've always had the idea in life that 5% controls 5% of anything controls the whole body of it. So I've always had this mental 5% rule in my mind. Astoria is beautiful. Washington is beautiful. Coastal Oregon. I love Tillamook factory, and Janet was pissed because I didn't buy her an ice cream. Yeah, if Judy was here, she would confirm that. It's just you're going along, and then it's got this, you know, you're going down on this, and it's kind of just a weird experience. It doesn't just go down. Ice cream. Yeah, Tillamook ice cream I thought was delicious. And I did a nice factory tour cinematic there too. Yeah, it's a great ice cream. We go on. Do 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 do. Not like backing up at 40 miles an hour. Where's this guy doing? How's this guy doing? Oh, Oh, he got pissed. Oh man, he's mad. His girlfriend just dumped him. That guy hit the back of that car when he went by. Let's see what's going on. I don't know, they just ran down and chased after a car had left. And he got really pissed. I don't know, I guess I better stay clear of this crap. Looks like a domestic, a 213 in progress or something. I don't, yeah, he looked really mad, man. So I don't know, sometimes discretion being the better part of valor. One of the worst things you can ever be associated with is domestic situations, man. You don't ever want to get in the middle of a guy, his wife, and his girlfriend. There's a Rivian. I kind of like the Rivians, but those front ends are really a turn off. You got to be careful today. That's why I got a smart mouth, so I've learned to have custody of what I say. I've learned to just start to keep my mouth shut. It's a far different world than 20 years ago. People have no tolerance anymore for. I keep my mouth shut. This isn't the downtown. This is the west side. We're going to be going into the financial district and then do some grocery shopping. How you doing, hunting? Yeah, people are in bad moods, so take the lesson. Just be careful, especially women. I caution you guys extremely against women. Okay, not against them, but just watch your mouth. Women have become much more aggressive, much more tendency to engage in, potentially be violent. The masculinization of women has been phenomenal, as has the feminization of men. I just learned, just keep my mouth shut. It's just going to get me into trouble. And these days I'm not so sure I can cash a check my mouth right. Well, thank you, Tron. What's for dinner? I'm going to see if I may have I want to make some spaghetti tonight. Invest the time to have something I haven't had since Vegas. Make my own sauce. Yeah, I just don't want to engage, right? Best thing is just to be cautious. Yeah, domestic violence, always stay out of it. Because you can never win. You'd be surprised how fast people can unite against the person that's trying to get involved in domestic violence. You'd be the one getting your butt kicked. Yeah, so we just take the lesson. Right? We learn the lesson. I think that's the biggest takeaway of my entering into my golden years here. Big Mouth from Baltimore's got to put a cork in it. I guess this is all the Latina stuff tonight. Well, that's what I'm saying. I have no interest in engaging with that. I'd rather defuse, walk away, apologize, just be done with it. I don't want to do it. Oh, it's tie-dye night. I don't care about tie-dye. Go ahead, honey. Go ahead. Don't let me slow you down. There you go. All right, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna turn? Are we gonna go straight? What are we doing? What's my next move? This person's leaving. What about this person? Thank you. This is our downtown, B. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's a heavily populated city, but the earthquakes over the years destroyed the downtown, so we have this funky 70s look. Compared to Petaluma, which is beautiful in its architecture stuff, because for some reason, even though Petaluma is between Santa Rosa and San Francisco, it got spared in 1906 earthquake, and this place got flattened. Oh, here we go. Who are you talking? Who?
I'm very pissed off.
At who?
But I'm being cool. Because I got my dog with me.
Who are you pissed off at?
Your safety.
I don't even know who you're talking to.
I'll slam on your brakes at green light.
I didn't slam on my brakes, dope. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my cool. Bye. What the heck's that guy talking about? Slam on my brakes. Have I ever slammed on my brakes? Case in point, guys. Anybody ever seen me slam on my brakes? Crazies. Did I come up to a red light? I guess I'm supposed to just keep rolling through it. I don't know. I guess that's the new rule now. You got to keep rolling. I'm like, dude, who are you talking to? I came up to a red light. No, I don't flip anybody off. I understand that. I'm too sore from surgery. I can't go toe to toe with a fly right now, so I just have to suck it up. It's the way it goes, man. You just have to take one for the team. Normally I'd be in there, but no, I'm too sore, and I'll just keep my mouth shut. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, did I do something wrong, guys? Go back and review. Did I stop for a red light? I mean, what, did I slam on the brakes? Wow. Guy's got his dog in a backpack behind me on a boosted board. I mean, dude, what do you want? Oh well. We can't let it dingle our night. I don't know, the funny thing, the guy's like 28 years old or something. What are you talking about? First I had to figure out, is he talking to me? When have I ever slammed on brakes? Well. Alright guys, let's do a little light shopping here. Hello. Yeah, I mean, go review the tape. Tell me what I did wrong. I would be fascinated. We get some corn. Let's get some corn. I guess you can't stop at a red light anymore, right? You just gotta run it. Slam on your brakes. Cherries. It's like, really? Avocados. No, artichokes. I kind of like artichokes, but they're such a pain in the butt to eat. I mean, what the heck? Did I, I mean, just check me. Did I do something wrong? Seriously, I'm wondering, did I slam on the brakes? He was on a boosted board. Just when I'm talking about the state of the world today, you can see what I'm talking about, right? It's like, dude, how about maintaining a safe following distance? How about that? How's that work for you?
Hey, do you have a bathroom here?
I don't work here, I'm sorry. It's like, really, kid? I guess the kid's got to drop a load. I don't know. A boosted board is a board that has like electric motor in it and stuff. Yeah, I don't understand, D. I just like, that's why I try. Is he talking to me? Yeah, I'm just not willing to put the time in on that. See, we do need some paper towels. Let's see a race to the bottom of quality here. Yeah, I didn't think I did. I just wanted you guys to check me and kind of review the tape. Do 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 do. Yeah, I think he was. I don't know. He just in a bad mood. I don't know what happened to the dude. The dude was The dude was just wired. You know. It's like. I didn't know what he was on about. Rush fillets. Ooh, I think we've had enough. I think we've had enough pork ribs. I still got some. No, he said I slammed on my brakes. Thank you. I don't think in 2 years I've slammed on my brakes. All right, let's see what we got. Breaded shrimp, no. Garlic teriyaki, no. Yeah, we call that a boosted board. He had his dog in his backpack. He said, otherwise I would do something. I'm like, okay, man. You know, it misses the whole question of should you even be on a skateboard in the street, right? Da, da, da. Yeah, Wendy, you know what I mean? Fourscore. They're like, what the hell, man? That's why I was initially I was wondering, who in the heck is this guy talking to? Me? Let's see, we probably need a butter here.
I know what you're talking about, the brown bottle. Hold on. We don't have any stock right now.
Oh, I see the enemas is back. I don't know, you don't even want to open your mouth these days. I just said, are you talking to me? Let's see what we got in the way of cereals today. Lucky. I wish they had that Barber's shredded wheat again. Puffed granola. $1.99. Puffed. Why not? Quaker's a good name. Very Cheerios. I'm gonna give that a big pass. Kashi Go original. Let's see what we got over here. Super Sunday. Nice. Wow, these things are only $1.49. Why in the heck not for that price? I mean, you got to be kidding me. What is that? 25 cents a pop? Come on. It's like a no-brainer. So dairy-free, no sugar added. Well, I don't want dairy-free, dude. Yeah, I'm saying, can you imagine that? How are you going to beat that? You can't beat that with a stick. Honey vanilla crunch. No, don't want that. And apple cinnamon corn checks. What the heck are puffins? Oh, what are they made out of? Oh, you can cut out a puffin. Corn flour. Puffins. I don't know. It looks a little sketch to me. Looks a little sketch, you know? Like, let's not jump on every deal that comes along. I think tonight I'm going to use some bottled sauce. I think tomorrow night we might have a pizza again, so let's see about some crappy mushrooms. There we go. Whoa, what do we got here? Just independent shopping on the floor? What are we doing? Let's see what we got in the way of meat deals tonight. You know what I need is some hot dogs with a minimum amount of lips and buttholes. Let's see. Do we have anything approaching a decent brand here? Bar S is made with all the buttholes. I don't know. I'll go low, but there's a point below which I won't go. Let's see, jumbo quarter. So you got to read this because this is like made with buttholes here. Yeah, pork hearts. You don't want to be eating pork hearts. Jumbos. Well, what do you mean tap the brakes? I'm coming up to a red light. Right, GE? I mean, what did I do wrong? Right? You should never ask yourself how bad something can be. That's about as low as you go right there. You talk about down on the food chain, man, you're right there. You are right there. If I tell you you're dragging bottom on that baby, you are dragging bottom on that deal. Let's see if we like these babies first. Alright. See how these work out. Make sure they don't have any buttholes in them. Let's see. Make sure we have our right allotment of mechanically separated chicken in there. Alright, we got any other meats? Big meats on sale. Big meats, big meats, big meats. Healthy ones, big meats. Nothing special up there. Sometimes you get a big meat deal, but not tonight. This guy telling me I hit the brakes. Really? Well, what do you do when you go to a red light? Tell the guy, well, dude, maybe you shouldn't be following so close, right? Because if you ran into me, guess whose fault it is? Don't shop on Fridays. Why not? Let's see. We should probably break down and buy a little off-brand Parmesan here. Let's see. So pardon me, man. Pardon me. Cold and spicy pizza sauce. I guess we'll open this prison spaghetti sauce tonight. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, Shimei. It's just an all natural reflexes. I've never ever had somebody in my whole life ever question me in terms of how I came up to a light or whatever. Oh, wow. It's like a cruel, cruel world. I think we're gonna be okay for beer. Oh, he was starting to yell at me when he was behind me, and I was like, "Who's he?" I thought he was yelling to one of his pals out on the sidewalk. I didn't know, right? And then I'm thinking to myself, I don't think I did anything unusual. That's why I ask you guys to look it over and tell me, right? Yeah, it's only going to get worse. I caution you, each and every one of you, to just gird your loins and understand the direction we're moving. And there's no force on this earth that's going to turn that around. And that's my insight I really want each and every one of you to take to heart. It's just the nature of the beast. All right, I think we're all set. We're gonna need a ton of stuff tonight. No, it's a lose-lose situation. Even when you win, you lose. You don't ever want to be in that situation. Right. There's all that Bud Light still stocked to the roof. Jesus, toasty. Oh. I don't think we're going to be too much tonight. Oh, boy. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Puffed granola. Could I get a couple plastic bags, please?
How's your day going?
Good. How's yours? I have 6 here.
Thank you. Let's do all your cool stuff together, okay?
Okay, thank you. Maybe do like 25 cents or like 19 was calling right. How much these days I can say
Not anymore.
Okay, thank you. Got $38.51. $38.51 tonight. Not bad. I'm gonna go see if I can slam on my brakes a few more times tonight. Oh. Well, I didn't really buy. I bought that cheap, the race to the bottom meat. Let's see what these taste like. Washington cherries. I thought for a second that was Boosted Board Boy. Washington State. Oh, look at that camper van, man. Let's go take a look at that. I can't dilly-dally too long because I got frozen stuff. But this is like I had. I got to get this stuff out of here this weekend or they'll rip me off at the AC repair place. Yeah, this looks like a Dearborn maybe, which is kind of a rare model of the kind of line. Let's go take a look at it. Let's see if I can let's see if I can cause more violent encounters tonight. A weed break at work. Let's see. This baby. These things just leak like sieves unless you take care of them. Looks like a 99. It's got the awning. Looks to be in pretty good shape. Yeah, it's just $250. Gotta really keep that thing sealed up. It's got the Coleman AC unit. It's got the refrigerator there. It's got the heater. Sunsport. Got the generator there. It's got nice hookups there. This is where you put the water in. Nice hookup. All right. Well, it brings back memories for me with my 98 Coachman. No, I got about 15 miles to the gallon when I was on the highway. Once I got rolling, it was pretty good. Cities where it tears you up. It's a heavy vehicle though, it's 8,000 pounds. My Class A, my 74 GMC, was almost 12,000 pounds. But that had the big Oldsmobile 440 big block, the legendary Olds big block in that baby. The huge 4-barrel. You talk about a beast. The real weak spot of that thing was the the front wheel drive. Right. When the drive shafts, then you had to, it's big money. You remember Shimei, I don't know if you still follow James Wheelock and all that. Yeah, toilet tub. Yep, had all of it. Oops, don't want to slam on my brakes. Yeah, I remember when I went through all the stuff with the GMC, he used to have the Kingsford or Kingman. He had like a 78 or something, 77 or something. We went all through all the stuff with the rebuild shop down in Florida that specialized in the GMCs. And, you know, I was of the opinion that he got ripped off. Does he still upload much, Shimei? I remember we had that girlfriend from Central America or something. Yeah, well, anyway, he paid big money to have his restored by some GMC specialist place in Florida. And the whole thing turned out to be a cluster F. You know, it broke down on the road. He asked me for my advice and stuff. I said, best thing you can do is get that thing repaired and sell it. Oh, he's off all social media. Hey, Sherry, how you doing? All right, here's the scene of the incident where I slammed on the brakes, allegedly. So, Your Honor, I have to plead not guilty. I mean, I didn't even know you could ride a skateboard on the streets. That's for starters. He had a dog on the back. It just didn't seem like the dog owner kind of guy. Most guys 25 to 40 years old that have dogs, they tend to be very mellow. They're good husband material, right? Maybe not the guy you want to date and have a one night, but the guy you want to marry, right? Easy going, chill. But it's a far different world. It's a man's world, baby. Yeah, like McDade, right? You got it. Yeah, motorhomes, it presents another whole new set of problems because as you go down the road, as Chris Travels found out when he put a ton of money into that Monaco motor coach, then he took it up to Alaska and wondered why the thing was falling apart, because on the rough roads, every damn bolt that's holding it together wants to come loose. It doesn't matter if it's a $90,000 coach, right? Don't matter. Problem with the RVs, they always want to fly apart on you. There's no getting around it. Yeah, we don't have any here because of the terrible rains we had. Too much peach leaf curl. No peach, no plum this year. I'm going to have to be more vigilant spraying. Oh, don't let me hit the brake hard. Ooh, hit the brake. Ooh. Downtown's popping tonight. Yeah, I heard an adventure van, man. Lord, I sat on panel with Chris Travels, shoot, back in 2014. Nomadic Fanatic. Wigs be flying tonight, Joni. You best believe the wigs will be in motion tonight. Wigs be popping. Bottle 1.5 a gallon. I can't think of a more gruesome mix than wine and ice cream. You know, no offense, right? But I'm just saying. Yeah, you're not going to be long on the road. Chris Travels went to, he's kind of parked his big schoolie now, and he got a short bus, and his girlfriend's in a van, so it's just, look, man, you can only travel for so many years, and it's just like, it starts to affect your mental condition. Plus, it's getting more dangerous out on the road, too. Well, I look at it this way, MR. Everything in life is a trade-off, right? He's not paying one way, but he's paying another. Move over! Oh, I don't know, you know, whatever. I haven't followed that guy in 2 years. I don't know if he's alive or dead. I mean, she stops like 15 feet from the car in the turn lane and blocks the people on the through. You know, sometimes you have to have a good neighbor policy to the people that are behind you, too. Sure, trailer with 2 cats and a dog. I don't know. Well, we'll probably join the great ranks of the unmarried and one day have some massive health problem that just shuts the whole shebang down. Head over here. He's either got a cat or a polecat on his head. It's just, I don't know, there's all kinds of trade-offs when you have dogs and cats, and you go in a restaurant, it's 100 degrees and everybody's freaking out. You got a pet. I just don't think it's the best life for dogs, but that's just me. Dogs are, of course, very adaptable to anything. What kind of internet sponsorship did he have? What does that mean? Like general sponsors? Yeah, I turn down sponsorships all the time. I don't want to promote or be doing something that I don't use or believe in just for, I get all the kookiest stuff. I'd like to think my ethical standards are a little higher than pay for play. Hi, la, boom, day, la, da, da, ding, da, dee, la, do, 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 la, ba, bo, do, do, do. Oh, cell service internet company. Well, look at the price of AT&T and Verizon, and then stocks, and then tell me all is well in the telecommunications market. Try and tell me it's all good. Oh, here we go. Thank you, Olive. I appreciate that. All right, let's get set up inside. We're just going to use prison spaghetti sauce tonight. So tomorrow night we might make a pizza with, we'll make our own sauce. Yeah, well, oh, nobody came and picked that up. Yep. The motorhome committee, the motorhome community, as much as they might have disparaged Camo Dave, some of them, he was absolutely the glue that kept people interested in that community, because not everybody's got time to watch all the crap and everything. Hello, Blackbird. All right, let me talk to Bird a minute. Bird. Could you turn that down just a second?
What's wrong with it?
How have you been?
It was good. And I get to work tomorrow.
Oh, good, good. Are you ramping
Which is
up?
really good because I miss those days.
You were making extra money.
I was making extra money before. Yeah, so I didn't really think about it, but now I'm like, because I'm so happy with 2 days off.
Yeah, are you
2 days
gonna,
off is.
yeah. Well, what time are you gonna work the whole day tomorrow?
They said if it's flow, I could take off. So
We can drop some profits tomorrow.
okay, so yeah, I'm not sure.
If you do,
Yeah.
you know, I got the van. We can mose it up and everything.
Right on.
All right, thank you, Bird.
Okay.
Man, I've been a wrecking machine tonight. Okay, let me get unloaded. Yeah, I don't like walking in there. Trotsky was the glue that held this whole place together. Let's be honest, guys. You don't see any cats around at night. You don't see anything around here. Okay. Trotsky was the social coordinator. That's what he was. He was the social glue. I don't know, William. It's a lot of tape and a lot of. Ooh, don't ask me about that. What I did learn about the tent out there, I learned how to engineer it to withstand everything that can be thrown at it here and not miss a beat. I consider that a huge advantage. I know that it has to be suspended. Can't believe 25 cents an ice cream sandwich. Wow, it's like 1970, hello. It's like 1970 called, they want their, ice cream sandwich back. I think tomorrow night we'll make a pizza. Oh, boys, I don't know. I don't got anything in this refrigerator. It all looks like I got a lot. I don't got anything. So we got a new off-brand Parmesan Galufetti. Mushrooms. I wonder if the Preston 151 line is still in trucking business over in the Eastern Shore of Maryland. I'm sure every trucker in America knows the Preston 151 line. Trust the Gorton's fishermen. To Gorton's of Gloucester. Butter. Yeah, the good times. La-da-do, la-da-do. Yeah, the good times. Do-do-do. Man, I love corn. But I don't like the cornhole game. Delicious. We're all stocked up on corn. It ain't Eastern Shore, Maryland corn, but it'll do. Yeah, the good life. Do-do-do. 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 Love. Yeah, I mean, you've got to, you got to figure, I always told Dave, I said, you're the glue that's, you make the RV community worth following, period. Ooh, I think Dave was also fascinated by all the crapola that came down between Elvis Travels and I. That kept everybody very entertained for the better part of 2 years. That was the gift that just kept giving. Blackbird, have you checked in on that site on 3rd Street over there by Railroad Square, that big one there?
I have because I don't think they're ready, but I will.
Yeah, just keep your face in front of them because that's 2 years right there, right? So fun to watch. Oh, when none of them had money and they were fixing. Now everybody has property, right? Ain't life grand? Ain't life grand? I was initially attracted to the idea of RVing like that and everything else, but after a while, it really lost its appeal. Because if you have one major health issue, then you really don't have backup. That's why I always wondered about Mike living free, going up to his 1 acre paradise or whatever, up to the desert. It's like, I don't know if that's your dream. Good for it. Bugs and snakes and scorpions and heat, no water, no power. What are you looking at, Bird? Sunset?
Yeah.
Oscar Madison. You like the outfit? Even cuter. Now it's Oscar Madison. Wow. Horrid. I get compliments on the Hawaiian shirt all the time. Oh, he's got a cow trough swimming pool. That's cool. My only memory of Mike is I bought his ebook and he never sent it to me. Get some lights on. Where's Chimay? Our Orioles and Mets were tangling today. Hawaiian camos. Yeah, I mean, what the heck, right? I mean, I like to be comfortable. Did you see the cats tonight? Oh, there. Hard outfit. This is a jamming outfit, man. This outfit is jamming. Jamming. I'm sure Baby Socks is gonna come over and see if the food's out. Yeah, that's it. Boy, oh boy, that got crazy, but it's been here since. Yeah, I said that occupied the troops for a year. Mike believes the rapture is near. Yet another truth or sorrow. Okay. Well. Yeah, no. Despite the fact we're told nobody but the Father knows that when the end is. It'll come like a thief in the night. So I don't sweat a lot of time on that. Yeah, good old Trotsky. I retired the chair. Yeah, mismatch, that's it. Here comes Tiger. Problem is, if I wear my shorts, it looks like I'm not wearing anything at all. It's just a Hawaiian shirt. Tiger! Let's fix this thing's driving me nuts a little bit. This thing can't even hold together anymore. It's too frayed out. But now we know how to engineer this baby. Tiger sucks. Hey, Quinny. Thought it was a decent day today. Hey, Buck stopped here. Who's hungry? Yeah, I really don't know what his spending habits are. I don't know. You know, I've emailed him before and stuff. I've been on panel with him. Where are the little monsters? Monsters Incorporated. Where are the little monsters? Monsters Incorporated. I love it when you open the cat food and it splashes up on you. Tiger! Tiger! Yum yum! Time for joy juice. Come on. Come on. Tiger! Come on. Come on. What are you doing? Come on. Good boy. Gotta stop being a brat. Still daylight and early there, yeah. Because we're at a higher latitude than you are, D. The closer you are to the equator, the earlier the sun seems to set. So that's why in Alaska we have the land of the midnight sun. Oh, we're getting close to our crawling into bed with AC blasting. There you go, Bill. Do it up. It's not uncomfortable tonight. It's not uncomfortable tonight. Do you watch Netflix? I do not. Olive, no. I have no paid subscriptions. It might be a happy hour at the strip club, Bluebird. What's your weather like there? It's always glorious, D. Upper 70s, low 80s, upper 50s at night. What's going on for dinner? I'm going to do some spaghetti. We need your Raquel Welch glasses on. What are Raquel Welch glasses? Oh, my reading glasses, my Foster grants. Man, I haven't put that. I don't know. Well, all of a sudden, my I don't know. I go on YouTube, I find old classic movies and I watch them. And now YouTube puts a lot of movies on for free with advertisements, which I don't really care about. They put some good movies on. If you can stand the ads, which doesn't bother me. Yeah, I know, D. That's Florida, honey. That's Florida, baby. That's life. That's life. All the people say, flying high in April, shut down in May. I've been a puppet, a poet, Ooh, go ahead, man. Go ahead. The people say, ooh, I've been a puppet, I guess on. That way we're not going to blow out the regulator. Boss wants me to follow the personal protection protocol. Did you buy your shirts on Amazon? Tell you, I don't know. I think I got this on like the $2 rack at the, maybe it's a $1.50 rack at the thrift shop. I'm kind of price sensitive shopper. I'm very drawn to very colorful presentations. Friday night at the racetrack, that's it. I just fed them up here. There we go. Another 20 bucks. Yeah, 20 bucks would be a budget buster for me. You can go in any thrift shop here and wait till they get red tag stuff and 50% off, and man, you'll think you're happier than a pig in crap. Are you going to retire the Daisy Dukes? They are long retired. Hope you're getting along better than before. Tiger wasn't rejecting just some stuff I had around here. These cats never miss much. Each time, ooh. Well, Amanda, hug and kiss, different strokes for different folks. I like to be like a peacock and colorful. Ooh, on your brother. I don't have ad block. I don't know. But you ain't gonna ever get rich off of ad block. So I might pop him one night. You never know. It just depends what mood I'm in. Dinner, we're just boiling the water. Getting ready to have some Sketties tonight. We're gonna open up a can of prison soap. We might have one that's already open for a couple weeks here. I don't know. I guess we'll use this for the pizza tomorrow night. We'll get a twofer out of it. Tonight we'll use the prison spaghetti sauce, which is the #1 and most popular spaghetti sauce in prisons across America. Dude, let's get the Angel of Glorious flight then. What the heck happened? Glorious angel in flight. One beautiful constant. One bad, year in, year out. Like a guardian angel. Keeping a watch over the Rancho. Patricia, we thought you were on the Trooper strip club Friday night. Yeah, I love the lights. It's nice in the wintertime. But I'll tell you, we've had some awful cold nights down here. We've been here, that wind's been whipping. This thing's been going crazy. Everybody's screaming, oh no. How many times did I come home and the kitchen stadium was destroyed? And then we did a power rebuild. We got more tape holding this thing together than you can ever imagine. We never admit defeat here, ever. Patricia, a girl's got to get out once in a while. Yes, I like dogs. I get out nightly in my dreams. There you go. I was watching you gardening with you on the ladder and turned on a little rascal movie. Let me tell you what, Anybody that doubts guardian angels, when that tornado blew up the center aisle of that door opened and a mini tornado went up that aisle with paper swirling and everything, and like, what the heck? Let me tell you, that'll convince you. Snowy, I'm late this evening. Time escaped me. How is Snowy, Naomi? That's life. All the people. Can you imagine that door whips open and all of a sudden this thing comes whirling up the aisle in a perfect tight formation like a mini tornado. All the leaves and blowing. Wow. It was. I think that was evil, and then, no, that was evil that crushed Trotsky. I'm paying a price for my new life, so it's about what I expected. Nothing ever comes free. Maybe I should return the case. Oh, and Patricia, let me tell you something, honey. By morning, the cats are they're all jumping on it all night long and burying their faces in it. It's fine. You don't ever have to worry about food not being eaten. Hey, Cheryl, how are you, honey? Well, it's just what I believe. I used to get candy and Hostess, but not anymore. And that was a great. I have it, Shimei. It's beautiful. Shimei sent me a whole lot of little mini prayer book and all kinds of stuff. The Divine Mercy and all that. I'm quite sure there's a price to be paid. Maybe it is. I don't know. Hey, John. Yes, you're right. The order is ready. Good call. That's live. How lucky am I that Catherine sent the good spaghetti we can enjoy. Yeah, there's always a price to be paid, one way or the other, good or bad. We all pay the price. That's life. Let me get my spoon. Bird. Where's Blackbird? Oh, where he was. There he is. As I always say, the demonic never misses a payday. Patricia Wakefield, the thing you've got to understand is Trotsky was kind of the glue that held the whole operation together, right? Right. That was it. That's life. All the other cats always keyed off of Trotsky. Let me heat up some of this prison sauce. We're going to use this for the pizza tomorrow night too. Yeah, he was the glue that held the whole operation together. We've lost all the unity in the cats now. What the heck's wrong with this opening now? We lost all the unity in the cats. The common bond has been lost. Trotsky was the glue agent that held it all together. He's the only cat that had any semblance of personality at all. The other cats are just all robotic. Oh, Catherine, I can't tell you how, just the quality. Have her open the boxes and don't worry about it, Patricia. We got it covered, honey. We got it all covered. This is the Satanic Coven in the neighboring town where I avoid the area. It's amazing that can be a thing in 2023, but nothing surprises me anymore. I look at some of these gals in the trans community, Satan is my daddy, and I'm just like, whew. Great way to glorify somebody that never did anything for you. But I'm quite sure the Satanic took out Trotsky. I'm sure can be. But I can't tell people what to do. Yo, you're on your own. Hello, boss. There's a price to be paid, Ronnie. There's a price to be paid. When you turn your life around, there's a price to be paid. We know what took them out. I'm giving you the rationale. What took them out, we know. It's the why that we explore. Oh boy. That cover looks like turkey. What the hell does that mean? Turkey. What kind of turkey are we talking about? You know, I'm gonna give the boss credit where it's due because he's on here right now. I'm gonna say that was a really good tip on buying the Camp Chef stove. Is outstanding. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. Yes, of course, nothing happens by accident. Not one thing in life is ever accident. Every person you meet, everything that ever happens to you is there for a very specific reason. I think one more minute we're going to be ready to go. It's not false, it's very true. It's exactly true. You don't know the providence of the Lord. He gave the others the confidence. Yes, he gave the confidence. He gave the others the confidence to approach. That's exactly right. That was no accident. That's a test of fidelity. There's no accidents in a created universe. All right, gas off. Keep that regulator going good. prison spaghetti. Yeehaw. Chow time. Ooh. Let's try some of this prison Parmesan. Galufetti. Galufetti. Hollywood, Florida. Offers the quality of taste of Italy. Da, do, 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 do. Funiculi. Funicula. Oh, for those of you who don't like seeing me eat, what's wrong with these peppers? Always clog up. That would be Jen Jen. Man, cat girl, and then he gave the others the confidence. What happened? This thing's not advancing? Good night, June. Oh. How delicious. Hey, Huck. I forgot my napkins. Oh, good dinner tonight. I haven't had spaghetti in so long. Yeah, so I know Trotsky got taken out because of my love for him. You know what makes it nice? The quality sauce. Yeah, thank you. I think we're going to make a pizza tomorrow night. It's a beautiful night tonight. It's 74 degrees. What more could you ask for? We're enjoying it. Play the Sketties. Something I haven't had in quite a while. What was your words? I missed the part about Trotsky. Did you receive a heating? I do have a diffuser plate. I do. Thank you. Did you send it? I did have a package that has a diffuser plate in it. Yes, I got that. It seems to me that the diffuser plate would make sure that a skillet had even heating on the bottom. So I did get that. Thank you very much. I got all the accessories. I'm waiting for the come. Somebody sent me a griddle and a cover, so I have it ready to go. I talked to Amazon. It's ready to go back. The pizza kit supply is great. A big one. You know what? Why tamper with success? These kits are so nice. I love it. Saves me fiddling around from making dough. It's wonderful. Keeps the plates from being covered in filthy black soot. With the little white pads on the sheet metal floor. I'm not sure what that means. I didn't feel like fish and chips tonight. So that's what it's for, to keep that black off. I look like an owl. I wish my eyes were normal size. Cheers, everybody. Happy Friday night. Oh, August has been great so far. Cheers. John Jacobs, is your keyboard acting up? Man. Is getting an in and out. Yeah, the in and out is open. Yeah, it'll be closer. It'll be closer. It'll take the pressure off of the one up further up. Good night, Alan. Good to see you. Have a great night, my friend. Again, please don't write me and complain about the chat, okay? My moderators do all of the chat moderation, okay? For years and years. Scottish Saren has been with me since day one. April of 2019. The other one was always busy, but it's expected. I wonder how that one's going to hold up. Very nice tonight. We're just not getting a cooling breeze, but it's nice. All right, take care, Judy. Good to see you, honey. Patricia, it says if there's any other anything. You're making me want spaghetti. I haven't had spaghetti since Chicago Joe's. One RP is better for. Is there one in Ronan Park? Yes, there is one in Ronan Park. What did you cook today, boss? I talked today you were spreading fish emulsion on your... We won't even get into that. I didn't know how many years. Yeah, so now we have 3 within about, what do I want to say, 6 miles of each other? Yeah, probably within 6 miles of each other. We got 3 in and outs now. Of course, you go down to LA, every exit on every freeway has a in and out. I was like Anthony Bourdain said, first thing I do when I get off the plane in LA is I find an in and out. There's something about the beef that they use. Something about the beef that they use. It's probably the highest quality ground beef that one's capable of buying. Because the little known secret is there's certain meats and things that are only available for restaurants. They're not available in they're not available to the general public. Boston baked beans, nice. I showed a friend his name. Terry showed him your book on metal design. Like you apparently you like to do. You like that. Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I miss Bourdain tremendously. I miss that pithy. You know, Gordon Ramsay just doesn't quite fill the void for me. He's not as. Same thing with seafood. There's certain seafood they don't sell to the public. They only make it available to the restaurants. On the Hollywood and Beverly Hills, if you were late on an estimated tax, does it still count for your total set? It don't matter. Just at the end of the year, total it all up. I've been paying estimated taxes for years. They want to stick me with some late thing for last year, but Sonoma County got a pass, right? Because of the terrific rains and flooding we had. Bourdain could talk to anyone. I liked it when he was hanging out with his Middle Eastern buddy. Oh, they adjusted your return. How about that? Yeah, I'm supposed to get there. You're supposed to be able to file in Sonoma County till October, so they tried to slam me with a late fee. It's like, really? They're cooked as they come. Cooked or crooked? I don't know. Tax revenues are way down, spending's up. Some people like shrimp and noodles. That's not my favorite combo. Put chicken on it, now we're talking. You get chicken medallions, you slice up tomato, onion, you put it on there in a bigger format. Now you have chicken cacciatore. I'm allergic to seafood, but do love the taste of shrimp. Yeah, you're like Shimei. Shimei can't eat shellfish. I told me then you like to go bike riding, travel to Las Vegas, and like to go bike riding. So you. Oh yeah, I'm a beautiful babe, all right. Well, thank you, Riggs, and then I go. Bourdain got twisted up like a pretzel in the bath. Yeah, that was my favorite, Dave. That was my very Shamir or whatever his friend is. I laughed so hard at that episode. I thought because of sound effects that they put over it, I thought I was going to be hospitalized. That was the peak of Bourdain, right there. Good night, Nino. That was the peak. That was it. Oh, that was so funny when he was getting a massage. Have you ever woke to a cramping sensation? Patricia, not since I've taken magnesium. I used to be afflicted with terrible leg cramps. Within 36 hours of taking magnesium, I never had a horrific leg cramp again. Most Americans are magnesium deficient. That explains a lot of the sudden death, heart attacks and things. How about that? I'm going to the rest of that straighten it out. How you doing, Bunky? According to Dr. Napoli, that explains most of the sudden death, heart attacks. The heart is the biggest muscle in the body, and and all a heart attack is an uncontrolled cramping of the heart. Beware, if you have leg cramps, you're a good candidate for a full-on heart attack. Simple as that. Yeah, sodium, potassium balance. Take that magnesium daily. Simple as that. Something like 80% of Americans are magnesium deficient. I had to have a EKG before surgery. Being since I'm an old bird or whatever, so that chick had those stick-on electrodes and stuff everywhere except my scrotum, you know, and she was putting those things everywhere. Yes, do take magnesium every day, 500 milligram in the morning. Your leg cramps will be amazing. Have to control your diet and eat right. That's right. I think everybody gained a few pounds during the pandemic. No WebMD. I don't know. No WebMD. Anxiety. Yeah, it's very nice. Have you asked for your senior? I keep forgetting, Sherry. The only senior discount I get is at the El Cortez on Wednesday morning. They have the 50% off senior menu. And my breakfast is like $8. It's like, I'm so bloody happy. Yeah, I wanted to get nice and fat too. But I walk around a lot, I exercise so. And I've been careful not to eat a lot while I've been kind of mildly incapacitated. Monday the car's got to go in for the AC dealio. Lord help. I gave up trying to lose. And, you know, you get to a certain age and there's a trade-off. You know, you start to do things for yourself. You want to enjoy life a little more. You want to have that extra cocktail. You want to have that nicer cigar. You want to have a little better of a meal. Right? It's good for this. It's good for the psyche. It's like you've run your race. You're coming off the track. You might as well do well. Ask for 10% discount. That's a good idea. 2 months for this nonsense. They should have paid us. Yeah, if you're shut down for 2 months, you're lucky it's not 2 years. Hey, Kimberly. 10 years. That's what I'm 50. This. I always forget to ask because I don't ever think I'd like oh man, if I had a cane or I'd be like, oh. I don't exactly feel like, I don't feel like, right, yeah, thumbs up or appreciated. You don't feel like you're an old bat. Doc suggested the POTUS supplement, potassium supplement. Well, you're under regular doctor's care. It almost took a brush with death to get you there. But, oh, it's okay, Patricia. YouTube is now lightened up on that. Plus, I'm not a person that ever sweats all the monetization BS anyway. So. Ooh. Don't worry about it, Patricia. Just, or if it was 2 years. Yeah, I mean, if it was 2 years. But let's say, you know, I mean, a lot of places were out of action for 2 years. Right? Couldn't go, first year you couldn't go into church, and then they moved to outdoor services, right? So, would really freak people out early on. Those people that, you know, those people that were practicing for choir or whatever, and then half of them died or something. That really freaked people out. Bumper crop of melons. What we didn't have a bumper crop here was peaches and plums. Too much peach leaf curl. Yeah, our church, my church, Resurrection Parish in Santa Rosa, is always on YouTube. Every Sunday, the English and then the Spanish Mass. Wow, just $1 each for honeydews and cantaloupes. Wow. Good to do it may cost, but GE, I'm gonna put it this way: if this estimated repair comes in above 500, then we're just gonna be rolling hot. That's it. That's it. I'd rather be sweating and half dead than be paying than getting porked. I'm not gonna do it. I'd rather roll hot. I don't care. Let me go check my mail. I didn't even see the mailman here today. This guy comes about every other day, man. That's life. That's life. All the people. Crazy. We get mail like every other day because the post office considers this an alpine route, as if I'm in the Swiss Alps here. Like you could lay a level for like 1 square mile in either direction and it would be flat as a flounder. But they classify this as an alpine route, therefore it's an optional route that they don't have to deliver on the daily. Can you imagine? This neighborhood always gets dumped on. Always gets dumped on. Because there's so many apartment dwellers here. Nobody really cares. Boss, how did the fish emulsion deal go? These little dick cats flying all over the place here. Alpine roots. You know what I think of that? Where's Cheryl S? Oh man, the greatest card I ever got in my life. Right there. What a card, man. What a card. That card's giving me more joy. It's sad the cats can't all be inside and safer. That's the life of a feral cat, Patricia. That's why the population in this neighborhood will never really grow. As you get older, your brain could swell from triple-digit heat. Fix the AC. Sherry, I'm going to do my best, honey. I promise you, I'm gonna crack open the wallet, but there's a limit. I got cupcake for local duty. The AC works fine. I wonder if the route you're on is an auxiliary, still your mail to be delivered there must be sure. Well, that's what I'm saying. They classify it as an alpine route, therefore it's optional delivery. Can you imagine this? One mile either direction of me is flat as a flounder. But it's like I'm in the Swiss Alps, right? Yo, lady ho. Yo, lady ho. Call me Swiss Miss up here. Dumb, 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 dumb. I mean, all right, good night, Dee. Nice to see you, honey. Send me some nice pics. Throw me a bone, honey. Just kidding. Good to see you. You need an AC rebuild telethon. Nah, I don't. I get plenty of support on here. I've never been one to want to raise money for personal for I need this, I need that. Oh, geez, I need a new head gasket. So, no. I'm gonna be honest. I find that very repulsive on me. If I needed people badly, I know they would be there. The cup would be overflowing. But that's a temptation that you want to. That's the nuclear option. That's picking up the red phone. Right? Never gonna happen on here. I don't even do memberships or anything. No, I didn't take offense to it, G. It's just I've just always kind of found that idea repugnant on social media. I get 5 or 10 wants to do collaborations, and could you put this product on and do a video about that? You need the Baltimore Roughneck to move the tank. Well, I'm hoping I might be able to come down Wednesday if it's clear with your wife, and right. Provided the van is back. I don't know. The woman said it might be a couple days, so I don't know. I'm kind of at the mercy of the shop. I might get a new, probably should have a new serpentine belt put on it too. I run across this series by the Righteous Generations. It's good. So the Righteous Gemstones? I never heard of it. Oh, I got you, G. Look, hey, it's funny. Right. You know, I know if I ever got in a problem on the road or something, or I ever needed to be taken care of, I've got an army behind me. I don't even worry about it. Yeah, good idea with the belt as long as I'm in there. Right. 800 gallons of glass rolling through my house. 800 pounds. Can you imagine that? 800 pounds. 800 pounds. Mr. Z's about 5'10". Hey, how you doing, Charles? You must have gotten a fish tank with a slate, must have a slate bottom in it. I don't know. Good, Charles. Glad to hear it. Must have a slate bottom. I don't know. That kind of weight. I'm watching Bird now. I have 2 phones. High vis, low nickel. I don't know, the weight seems disproportionate to the gallonage. I don't know, but can you imagine cracking that sucker? Could you imagine the boss losing it? I would just get in a van and just never come back again. Hello, James. I mean, the world is round. I would just start taking off. See you in a year. Bad enough doing all that flooring. All right. Celebrate good times. No, I'm not cleared to lift yet. I'm restricted to under 10 pounds. Ooh, 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 ooh. I wouldn't be able to lift a tank for probably 30 more days. I mean, you can feel that you can feel being stitched together. Like the only thing that's holding you together is just sutures. That's it. Right, so you can either tear them all apart, right, which presents its own list of problems. What's that little mutton hand? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming up to the 4-hour mark. You try to use some for thought for your friends. I don't even know what that means. Could try to use some for thought for your friends. What does that mean? God, this guy is so cryptic all the time. You almost need like a full-time translator to try to attempt to suss out what this guy is saying. Anybody have any guess? It's all a mystery to me, but I need to go ahead and thank my wonderful moderator, Sherry. It's good to see you in the chat tonight. I've missed seeing you in chat. PC, how you doing? Your leg, let's say, your leg hurt. No, my legs aren't hurting. So I'm going to go ahead and close it out, and thank you all for being here tonight. Maybe by the end of the weekend we'll straighten out what the boss is talking. I have no idea. Obviously I've slighted somebody again. So good night, everybody. I've never seen you before, James Caton. Good night, everybody.